Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, back together again, but this time not in a Boston bar fight or some courtroom drama. Nope. Netflix just dropped the trailer for The Rip, and it looks like the kind of crime thriller that'll have you questioning everyone, even the good guys. You're watching Screen Explained TV. Screens Explained. Simple, alright. Here's the setup. The Rip follows a group of Miami cops who stumble upon millions of dollars in cash hidden in a derelict stash house. Sounds like a jackpot, right? Wrong. Because the second that money shows up, trust begins to crumble. Suspicion grows, and suddenly every cop is looking over their shoulder, wondering who's loyal and who's about to cash out. And just when things couldn't get more tense, outside forces get wind of the money. Which means every choice, every alliance, and every betrayal is about to blow wide open. The cast, stacked. We've got Damon and Affleck leading the charge, and these two bring that classic, we've known each other forever chemistry. But in Steven Yeun, Tiana Taylor, Catalina Sandino Moreno, Sasha Kaya, Nestor Carbonell, Lena Esco, Scott Adkins, and Kyle Chandler. And suddenly this feels less like a Netflix film and more like an Oscar night lineup. Director Joe Carnahan said this project came straight from the heart, inspired by his friend who worked narcotics for Miami-Dade PD, and his love for gritty 70s thrillers like Serpico and Prince of the City. He even compared the tone to Michael Mann's Heat, which, if you know crime cinema, is basically one of the highest compliments you can give. So expect heavy atmosphere, tight character dynamics, and shootouts that feel raw instead of flashy. Now here's the part fans are buzzing about. Affleck and Damon aren't just starring, they're producing under their Artists' Equity banner, which means they've got creative control to make this film exactly how they want. And if you've been following their career, you know when these two are in charge, the projects come with grit, intelligence, and that old-school cinematic punch. So what are fans expecting? First off, a return to character-driven crime drama. Not superheroes, not CGI explosions, just people, greed, morality, and tension boiling over. Viewers want to see Damon and Affleck pushed into morally gray territory, heroes and villains in the same skin. And with Steven Yeun and Kyle Chandler in the mix, you can bet fans are already speculating about double crosses and heartbreaking betrayals. And the theories? Some fans think the stash house discovery isn't just a random setup but tied to something way bigger, like cartel money, or even an inside job by one of the cops. The trailer leaves us guessing, and that's exactly why this film could hit hard. Because as Carnahan himself put it, it's about those relationships, trust, betrayal, loyalty, and how money can rip everything apart. So now I've got to ask you, are you ready to see Damon and Affleck dive back into the kind of gritty roles that made them icons? Or are you more hyped about the wider cast and the potential twists? Drop your theories in the comments, because this is one Netflix drop everyone's gonna be dissecting. Alright fam, I want to hear from you. Is Netflix still worth it? Or are you ready to jump ship? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this conversation is heating up. That's all from me today. If this breakdown hit the spot, smash that like button, tap subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next update. This is Screen Explained TV, and remember, in the streaming world, kings rise and kings fall, but the fandom never forgets.